Welcome here, my name is Charlie and this is one of the days in my life. I'm going to start off actually the night before and we are making some sourdough bread, so we're just going to get that going in the mixer. It's a cinnamon raisin loaf and we're just going to get that going. And my youngest woke me up this morning around 6:30, so we're just heading downstairs, getting a fresh diaper and some clothes and having a little snuggle on the couch. And I have been trying recently to wake up before my kiddos and have a bit of quiet time. However, this night my son came in around 2:40 a.m. thinking it was the morning, and so we were both wide awake then for about 2 hours just trying to go back to sleep. And so that was my night. I'm not feeling too tired this morning, however it does catch up with me a little bit later. And I'm going to get started on some breakfast straight away for my kids. So we are going to do some pancakes this morning. I have some sourdough starter already nice and bubbly, so we're just going to make sourdough pancakes with some chocolate chips, and my kids love helping mix and of course snack on chocolate chips as we wait for those pancakes to be made. And my husband works some interesting shifts, and so he worked the graveyard shift this night, and so he'll be arriving home pretty shortly, and then he goes to sleep for a short stretch, maybe 5 or 6 hours, and then he goes straight back to work again. So this is definitely a very busy day for him, and it is for me because I'm going solo here, but we can do this, and my husband gets amazing weekends, and so we get lots of family time together during those long weekends. And during some of these days, these weird days where my husband works the night shifts, I will often just run upstairs and grab a quick 5-minute shower and get dressed as he watches the kids and says hi to them. But this morning, since I was making pancakes, he went up to bed straight away, but he stayed to sing happy birthday and blow out candles, since that is our tradition. And after all that, I'm finally getting to making a pot of coffee. It sometimes does take me an hour or two in the morning to get to that pot of coffee, but it is well worth it. And once my kids are fed, they tend to play pretty nicely for a little bit after they've had full tummies. And as the coffee is brewing, I'm just going to get this bread all rolled up with raisins and cinnamon and sugar, ready to do its second rise before it gets baked in the oven. It seems that there's always a pair of little helping hands wherever I am, especially in the kitchen. My kids just love to help, and so we have this little helper stool that they climb up on and will help and also eat the food as I make it. So that's always fun. My daughter jumped in and grabbed a bunch of those sugar raisins, which she very much enjoyed. And I'm finally getting to my first cup of coffee, hanging out with the kids. We're reading some books here. The playroom has already been turned into a disaster, but my kids just are having a great time. I'm going to get a shower and get dressed and throw some laundry in as my kids are playing quietly upstairs. I say quietly, probably not that quietly, but as long as no one's injured, we're all good. Can I get an amen? And now it is time to go downstairs, write out a meal plan and a little grocery list. We are going to head to the local farm store today to grab some fresh produce. We love to support this local farm when we can, and my kids also love to go, and sometimes there's some animals we get to see, so it's just a fun little outing, and it's I love to get this fresh produce. And now we are home with our fresh food. We're just going to get a little snack or early lunch going. I've got some bread, some cheese, some pears for the kiddos, and I'm just going to do, I think, bread and nice, delicious coastal cheese. And here we are, after I've cleaned up that little snack, we are back and in the kitchen again for more cooking. We're going to be making that spaghetti bolognese sauce. So I have my carrots, celery and onion. My kids are helping me chop and throw them in this blender, and so I'm going to blend that up just so it's nice and fine in consistency. and then we'll get that seared in the pot. Let go, no thank you, no thank you. Some real-time footage of us wrestling pasta out of my daughter's hands and mouth. And here we are mixing everything together with the ground beef and pasta sauce and broth. And I'm gonna let that simmer for the next hour. And sometimes it's nice to add some red wine if you have that on hand, just to add a little bit of flavour. And I like to put on monster trucks. My daughter has just gone down for her midday nap, and so my son is watching something on TV. He has been really into Monster Jam lately, so we've been watching that. And I am going to clean up, empty the dishwasher, pack my husband's lunch. I've got some chicken salad sandwich for him there, and I am going to get to sitting down finally and having a little bit of quiet time, read my Bible, drink some coffee, and then of course get back to the laundry, move it over, ready for folding later on. And then I will be going downstairs again and pack my husband's lunch. So today he is taking a chicken salad sandwich, and he also will be having spaghetti with the bolognese sauce, I think, as well as some carrots, and he has 2 coffees there for his long shift. So that should keep him going for a little bit. And here we're just having a really late lunch. I think it's about 2 o'clock, but we are just going to munch on this because I think we ate earlier, 11. So here we are. And then my son requested letters today, and so we're playing a letter game. What letter would we have here?
H A T.
And so my husband is off to work again. We said bye to him, and my daughter is awake. It's around 3 p.m. and so everyone is going to be munching on some delicious cinnamon raisin bread as a nice snack. And more dishes, of course. Filling, emptying this dishwasher feels like a non-stop event, and cleaning the counters, washing up. I honestly do not wash dishes a lot, very often. I tend to use the dishwasher more often, but I will sometimes wash those big pots and pans. And more food making. We're going to be doing smoothies for these little kiddos as another afternoon snack. And then wash that blender, of course. And while we're here, we're just going to scrub this sink down. It is looking a little grubby, so get that a nice shine going. And now we will be doing some playtime, some hangout time, some downtime in this afternoon, evening, before dinner and bedtime. Here's that pasta. We're just going to have some dinner together. And then we are doing a cleanup party. This is what we do often. We get our little robot vacuum out, put some worship music on TV. My kids will often help pack the toys away, and then they just run around. I just think they know that it's time to wind down when this vacuum comes on, the music turns on. They know that we are just busy getting to work, getting this house nice and cleaned up, and they just tend to play really, really well, often for an hour or so. It's a really wonderful time that we can get this house nice and pulled together, and everyone is entertained, and they often love to help, and then they'll ride their little bike or their little ride-on toy around the house with the vacuum and chase that around for a long time. So it's pretty fun. We love that. And here we are again. I'm doing more bread. I don't often make bread this much. I mean, we do bread multiple times a week, but we are doing another batch of bread this evening, ready for the next day. I did not buy bread at the grocery store, so I'm providing all the bread for our family this week. And here we are up to the bathtub, getting everyone ready for bath time, for teeth, jammies on, and into bed. And my night is still young. We are going to fold some more laundry, and I'm exhausted at this point. I'm just going to get this folded, get this bed made, and head downstairs for that much needed alone time, that much needed quiet time. And our house is beautifully clean and tidy from our little cleanup party earlier today. It is not perfect, but it's wonderful to me. This is just really good. And I'll be getting myself a drink of water or a tea or a hot cocoa At 7:10, I will sit down, read my Bible, have some quiet time, have some prayer time before I go to bed myself. So here was a glimpse into my day. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.